Yo guys, assistors here back with another unboxing and first look video. I've seen Amazon exclusive lightning deals in the past, but this one right here tested me to the core. Finally, after 45 minutes of struggle, I got the Nokia 6 from Amazon, and the demand for this one is really high. Right now, it goes for around 15,000 rupees here in India and comes in 3 color variants. The one I have right here is the silver one. So now let's rip the little box open and let's have a glance at the look and feel of the Nokia 6. After ripping open the box, you get a good look at the Nokia 6. I know the wrapper is reflecting all the light in the world, but you gotta wait for a while. Now let's talk about the package. The package is clean and simple, no manuals or other paper stuffs on top of the phone, and the power brick and the earphones are placed quietly in a little box beside the Nokia 6. Now let me unwrap the cover on the phone to give you a nice look of the phone.
One eternity later.
The wrapper on the Nokia 6 was a pretty tricky one, so it took me a while, and here it is. This little shiny glossy thing here is the Nokia 6. Along with this Nokia 6 you get a power brick, and its charging performance needs to be tested, and currently in the market Nokia is one among the good companies like Samsung to provide free earphones along with the package, so you get one for free along with this Nokia 6 too. Apart from these two things and a few other manuals and paper stuffs, the most important thing of all, the mighty SIM ejector tool. These are all the things you get along with the Nokia 6 inside that little box. Now let's dive into the internals of the mobile. It holds a Snapdragon 430 chip with 3 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of internal storage. There's a 4GB RAM and 64GB ROM variant which is not yet available here in India, so customers gotta wait for that one. And for mobile gamers out there, it holds an Adreno 505 GPU. To juice up all these things inside the Nokia 6, it holds a 3000 mAh battery. Getting a closer look at the device, you'll notice that it has nothing unnecessary on the surface. A clean and beautiful aluminum body with all the buttons on one side. The build is very rich, which makes it look like a high-end expensive smartphone. On the right side it has the power and the volume button, so it won't be a hard thing reaching for the buttons. On the other side it has the SIM and SD card tray. This tiny slot accepts 2 nano SIMs, which also accepts an SD card up to 128 gigs. At the far end of the device it has a micro USB port. Well, not an USB Type-C port if that's what you are expecting. And near that USB port it has a Dolby Atmos speaker. And finally on the top it still has a 3.5mm audio jack. These are all the things you get to control and connect the device. Now let's boot the phone and take a listen to the sweet old Nokia tune. After booting on and setting up the phone, you will notice one thing. It runs the purest flavor of Android. I think that Nokia keeping Android out of their devices was the reason for their setback in the past, but now they've learned their lessons and loading their devices with stock Android. It is not a large device, it is a medium-sized device with a 5.5 inches IPS LCD display. The phone is extremely handy, the edges are perfectly carved to make it stand stiff in your hand. I held the device for a while and I never felt it slipping away from my hand or anything. As it is not a large device, all the activities can be performed with just a single hand. The buttons are also on the same side, so there is no need for two-handed operations. The one thing I liked a lot is the fingerprint sensor placement. The fingerprint sensor is on the front and it also acts as a home key. Like other phones with the fingerprint sensor on the front, it is not a button. It is a plain area which acts as a home button and a fingerprint sensor at the same time. I see some iPhone 7 class action right there with the home key. Beside the home key, it has hardware navigation keys and not in-screen software navigation keys. The keys are backlit so you won't feel any discomforts using the device in a dark room. Out of the box, it runs the Android 7.1.1 Nougat. It runs the stock Android, so I hope this gets Android OTA updates frequently to keep the device updated. The display is an IPS LCD display. At the first glance, one thing I noticed is that the display is not so bright. Even after setting the brightness to maximum, it glows not that bright, but I haven't tested it yet, so I can't give a firm comment on it yet. For smartphone photo heads out there, it has a 16 megapixel rear camera and 8 megapixel front cam for helping you see your fantastic selfies with some extra pixels on it. That's all I have to say about the look and the feel and my first impressions about the Nokia 6. So if you want to see the in-depth review video of the Nokia 6, then you gotta stay subscribed. As always, thanks for watching and I will hopefully meet you guys and girls in the next one. Till then, it's bye bye from AT Assistors. Bye.